If your mind feels completely overwhelmed by the constant pressure to achieve, take a deep breath and pause right here. 3 years ago, I found myself staring at a blank computer screen at 2 in the morning inside a quiet apartment in Saigon. Outside, the streets were dead silent, but inside my head, a storm of anxiety was raging. I was completely exhausted, hopelessly stuck in a rut, and drowning in a sea of broken promises I had made to myself over the years. Every morning started with a heavy feeling of dread, and every night ended with a bitter taste of regret. I watched people around me building thriving careers, chasing their dreams and living with authentic purpose, while I felt like a passive spectator in my own life. I kept telling myself that I just needed more luck, more time, or a sudden burst of inspiration. But deep down, I knew I was hiding behind comforting excuses. That quiet night became the ultimate turning point I never saw coming. I looked in the mirror and confronted a painful truth that altered the course of my life forever. Nobody was coming to save me. No motivational speaker, no inspirational quote, and no external circumstance was going to step into my reality and build my dreams for me. If I wanted true freedom, mental clarity, and personal mastery, I had to stop waiting for motivation and start building relentless self-discipline. The realization hit like a lightning bolt, but putting it into practice was where the real fight began. In our fast-paced society, we are constantly seduced by quick fixes and instant gratification, teaching us to chase temporary highs of inspiration instead of doing the quiet work. I made a firm commitment to tear down my toxic mindset and rebuild my character from the ground up. I stopped worrying about massive, intimidating long-term goals and focused entirely on mastering my daily habits. I learned that motivation is an unreliable friend who shows up when life is easy and vanishes when hardship arrives. Self-discipline is the silent promise you keep to yourself when no one else is watching. I began waking up early, conquering micro habits, and taking total control of my self-talk. Slowly but surely, the mental fog began to lift, and the self-doubt that had paralyzed me for years finally lost its powerful grip. This profound shift proved to me that mastering your future is not about controlling every external situation, because life will always throw unexpected storms your way. True mastery is about constructing an internal armor that keeps you grounded, focused, and resilient no matter what happens around you. Your current circumstances are only a reflection of your past decisions, but your future is completely open to being rewritten by the choices you make starting today. As we begin this deep exploration of mindset and personal growth together, always remember that your current place in life is merely a starting point. Think about a time when you felt completely stuck in a repetitive loop, waking up every morning with a subtle sense of dread about the day ahead. You might have blamed the bad economy, demanding clients, or family expectations for your lack of progress. That was precisely where Min found himself 3 years ago, working 80 hours a week at a digital agency in Saigon. Exhausted, deeply in debt, and spiritually drained, he spent his evenings scrolling through social media, envying people who seemed to have their lives completely figured out. His turning point did not come from a sudden stroke of luck or a massive financial windfall. It happened on a quiet Tuesday midnight when he looked in the mirror and realized that the biggest obstacle standing in his way was not his boss or his bank account, but his own stubborn refusal to change his daily habits. That night, Min made a quiet vow to stop waiting for motivation and start building relentless discipline. Most people believe that motivation comes first and action follows, but the truth is usually the exact opposite. Action creates momentum, and momentum generates the emotional fuel we call motivation. When you wait around to feel inspired before taking action, you hand over control of your life to unpredictable emotional weather. True transformation begins when you make a non-negotiable commitment to show up for yourself, especially on the days when you feel tired, uninspired, or doubtful. It is about shifting your internal dialogue from asking what you feel like doing to deciding what needs to be done. Min started small by rebuilding his morning routine, waking up an hour earlier to read, exercise, and set clear priorities for his work. He stopped reacting to external demands and started proactively designing his hours around his personal vision. Within 6 months, those micro habits began compounding into extraordinary results, leading to a promotion, clear mental focus, and a newfound sense of personal peace. This transformation was not just about getting more work done. It was a fundamental shift in his core identity. When you change how you view yourself, your choices naturally align with that higher standard. You begin to realize that self-discipline is not a restrictive form of punishment, but rather the ultimate expression of self-love and self-respect. You do not need a revolutionary life overall to experience the same shift in your own life today. All it takes is the courage to identify one small habit that no longer serves you and replace it with a daily practice that honors your true potential. When you take radical ownership of your time and attention, you stop being a passive spectator in your own life story and step into the driver's seat of your future. Every deliberate choice you make reinforces your belief in your own agency, gradually dismantling the walls of self-doubt that held you back for years. Let us now look closer at how you can break free from common psychological traps, rewire your mindset, and build an unshakable foundation for sustainable personal growth. One of the most insidious psychological traps you will encounter on this journey is the perfectionism illusion. We often convince ourselves that we must have everything figured out before taking the very first step. We wait for the perfect timing, the perfect financial buffer, or an elusive burst of inspiration, completely oblivious to the fact that waiting itself is just fear disguised as preparation. In truth, clarity never precedes action. Clarity is born directly from messy, courageous motion. When you dare to step forward in spite of uncertainty, the path reveals itself one milestone at a time. Another subtle trap is the constant comparison to the curated successes of others on digital screens. It is easy to look at someone else's highlight reel and feel as though you are falling behind in life. Yet, true growth requires turning your gaze inward, recognizing that your only real competition is the person you were yesterday. Rewiring your mindset begins when you actively transform your inner dialogue into a force of encouragement rather than criticism. When negative self-talk whispers that you are not capable or that your goals are overly ambitious, learn to gently challenge those narrative patterns rather than accepting them as absolute truth. Shift your focus from what you currently lack to the immense potential dormant within your existing resources. Small daily rituals play a vital role in grounding this new perspective. Whether it is spending 10 quiet minutes each morning setting intentional goals, writing down your micro victories, or practicing mindful breath work amidst the daily hustle, these micro habits anchor your spirit. Discipline is not a rigid cage designed to strip away your joy. It is the highest form of self-respect that secures your future independence. As you cultivate this internal discipline, you will notice a profound shift in how you respond to unexpected setbacks and emotional friction. Failures stop being catastrophic endpoints and instead become rich, invaluable lessons for your personal evolution. You learn to embrace temporary discomfort as tangible proof of real progress, understanding that genuine personal transformation always occurs right at the boundary of your comfort zone. This newfound mental resilience grants you the quiet confidence to say no to tempting distractions that fail to align with your long-term vision. You gradually stop seeking external validation because your self-worth becomes firmly anchored within your own values and daily effort. Building an unshakable foundation is an ongoing practice of patience, self-compassion, and relentless consistency over time. It requires you to honor your commitments to yourself even on the quiet days when motivation feels entirely absent. As you continue to refine this inner landscape and master your psychological state, you pave the way for extraordinary breakthroughs in your career, relationships, and personal well-being. Next, we will explore how to turn this refined internal clarity into tangible daily momentum that protects your mental energy, optimizes your environment, and keeps you moving fearlessly toward your ultimate destiny. Translating quiet inner awareness into practical real-world execution, requires a deliberate restructuring of how you navigate your daily environment. Your mind is like a sacred garden, and if you leave the gates unguarded, the weeds of external chaos will inevitably choke out your highest intentions. Protecting your mental energy is not a luxury reserved for quieter seasons of life. It is the absolute foundation of sustainable mastery. The moment you decide to take control of your destiny, you must become fiercely protective of where your attention goes. Every notification, every trivial argument, and every toxic interaction drains the precious fuel you need to construct your vision. To build genuine momentum, you must optimize your surroundings so that personal excellence becomes the path of least resistance. Look around your physical workspace and digital landscape today. Do they inspire sharp focus and calm determination, or do they trigger constant overwhelm and subconscious fatigue? High performers understand that environment almost always wins over willpower in the long run. By stripping away digital clutter, curating your social circle, and designing spaces dedicated solely to deep, uninterrupted effort, you eliminate the friction that bogs most people down. You stop fighting your surroundings and let your environment pull you forward. This alignment extends directly into the micro habits and non-negotiable rituals that govern your morning and evening hours. Motivation might spark the initial fire, but structured daily systems keep the engine running through challenging times. When you wake up with a clear action plan, rather than reacting to demands of the world, you claim the upper hand immediately. By mastering the first hour of your day with empowering physical movement, focused skill development, and quiet reflection, you secure an undeniable win before the day even truly begins. This early momentum carries you through difficult conversations and unexpected setbacks. Furthermore, staying true to your transformation requires developing an unwavering immunity, short-term distractions, and the relentless noise of public opinion. People around you may not always understand your sudden shift in intensity or your absolute refusal to settle for mediocrity. They might mistake your newfound boundaries for coldness or your focus for obsession. Let them talk, while you quietly allow your tangible results to speak for themselves. True self-discipline is not about punishing yourself through joyless struggle. It is an act of profound self-respect that honors your highest potential. As you move forward with this renewed sense of order and purpose, remember that consistency is not about achieving perfection every single day. It is about never allowing a momentary slip to turn into a complete derailment. When you safeguard your mental energy, streamline your physical space, and honor the silent promises you make to yourself, you unlock a level of personal authority that makes your long-term success not just possible, but mathematically inevitable. You become the undisputed author of your destiny, standing strong against any storm that tries to blow you off course. This unwavering internal strength becomes particularly crucial when the initial spark of motivation inevitably fades into the quiet grind of daily life. In those unglamorous moments, when no one is watching and the applause of public validation is nowhere to be found, your true character is forged. Most people mistake motivation for a permanent fuel source, expecting it to carry them effortlessly across the finish line of their dreams. However, true high achievers understand that reliance on emotional highs is a recipe for inconsistency. Motivation might open the door to a new possibility, but it is unyielding self-discipline that keeps you walking through the hallway day after day. When you shift your perspective to view discipline not as a restrictive cage, but as the ultimate expression of self-respect, your entire relationship with effort transforms. Reframing your daily routines allows you to build an unshakable identity anchored in performance rather than fleeting moods. When you honor your commitments even when you feel tired, distracted, or uninspired, you send a profound signal to your subconscious mind that you are reliable. Every single time you choose the long-term benefit over immediate gratification, you cast a vote for the person you wish to become. Over time, these small, seemingly insignificant choices accumulate into an avalanche of momentum that quiets doubts and annihilates hesitation. You begin to realize that confidence is not something you are magically born with, or something you can simply wish into existence. Real confidence is the earned byproduct of keeping the small promises you make to yourself on a regular basis. Moreover, navigating this transformational journey requires a sophisticated mastery over your emotional states. When unexpected obstacles arise or progress seems painfully slow, the untrained mind often panics, jumping to catastrophic conclusions and tempting you to abandon the path altogether. Yet, when you cultivate deep mental endurance, you learn to step back and observe these emotional storms without becoming swept away by them. You recognize that friction is not a sign that you are failing, but rather undeniable proof that you are stretching beyond your previous boundaries. Growth exists precisely at the intersection of comfort and difficulty, requiring you to embrace discomfort as an essential teacher rather than an enemy to be avoided. By maintaining this elevated awareness, you transform every challenge into valuable raw material for your personal evolution. You stop asking why difficult things are happening to you and start asking how they can serve your ultimate growth. This fundamental pivot in perspective strips adversity of its power to derail your progress, turning potential setbacks into powerful stepping stones. As you continue to refine your focus and execute your daily rituals with relentless consistency, you begin to experience a profound sense of inner quiet and supreme clarity. You move through the world with a calm, understated power, fully aware that your future is being built brick by brick through the deliberate choices you make right now. This unshakable composure becomes your ultimate armor against the noise and unpredictability of modern life. When the world demands immediate reactions and throws unexpected chaos into your path, you no longer panic or get swept away by emotional storms. Instead, you observe the turmoil from a place of deep stability, recognizing that external events only hold as much power over you as you willingly surrender to them. You begin to see challenges not as existential threats to your peace, but as neutral tests designed to refine your character and sharpen your resolve. Each obstacle becomes a masterclass in patience, pushing you to step back, breathe deeply, and respond with calculated precision rather than hasty impulse. This shift in perception fundamentally changes how you navigate your daily environment. The endless digital distractions, social comparison, and urgent demands of others start to lose their hypnotic pull over your attention. You naturally protect your time and emotional energy with firm, graceful boundaries, understanding that protecting your peace is not selfish, but necessary for sustainable greatness. Saying no to trivial requests and short-term temptation ceases to feel like a sacrifice. It feels like an act of profound self-respect. You realize that true freedom isn't about doing whatever you want whenever you want, but about possessing the mastery over your mind to choose what truly serves your highest purpose. As this deep alignment takes root in your daily life, your motivation evolves from a fleeting emotion into a permanent state of identity. You no longer rely on external validation, inspiring videos, or temporary bursts of enthusiasm to get things done. Your momentum is sustained by the quiet pride of keeping promises to yourself, even when nobody is watching. On the days when energy is low and comfort whispers seductive excuses, your commitment steps forward and takes the wheel. You move forward because executing your standards is simply who you are, an unshakable truth that defines your character regardless of weather or mood. In this elevated state of consciousness, the journey itself becomes the ultimate reward. You stop anxiously staring at the distant horizon, obsessing over when you will finally arrive at your destination, and instead fall in love with the craftsman's process. Every morning becomes a blank canvas, an invitation to practice mastery in the small, seemingly mundane tasks that make up your day. Whether you are reviewing your strategic goals, nourishing your physical body, or focusing on deep work, you bring your full presence and highest standards to the moment. Take a quiet moment right now to reflect on how far you have already come on this internal journey. Recognize that every small victory, every resisted temptation, and every disciplined choice has brought you closer to the authentic authority you now embody. Anchor yourself in this truth, honor the steady progress you are making, and step boldly into the next chapter of your transformation with absolute trust in your path. As you step forward with unwavering confidence, prepare yourself for the subtle tests that life will inevitably present to you. Growth is rarely a linear incline, and the universe often checks to see if your newly forged discipline is genuinely rooted or merely a passing mood. When old habits tempt you or unexpected setbacks disrupt your carefully planned routines, view these moments not as failures, but as sacred opportunities to prove your commitment to yourself. True power is never demonstrated when everything goes smoothly and effortlessly. It reveals itself in your quiet composure when external circumstances threaten to throw you off balance. You are no longer the person who reacts impulsively to every emotional wave or temporary frustration. Instead, you have cultivated an internal sanctuary of calm determination that allows you to observe challenges with clarity and respond with intention. Shift your entire perspective on difficulty by recognizing that every hardship carries a valuable lesson designed to refine your character. The disciplined mind refuses to wallow in self-pity or adopt a victim mentality when life takes an unforeseen detour. Rather than asking why something unfortunate is happening to you, train your brain to inquire what the situation is requiring you to learn, build, or let go of. This fundamental shift in focus instantly strips stress of its overwhelming power and converts potential anxiety into actionable strategy. When you master the art of remaining emotionally grounded during turbulent moments, you gain a massive psychological advantage over your circumstances. You begin to understand that obstacles are not roadblocks standing in the path of your vision. They are the very path through which your resilience and wisdom are built. As your standards for personal excellence rise, you will naturally find that your tolerance for chaos, noise, and superficial distractions drastically diminishes. You begin to realize that your mental energy is a finite and precious resource that demands fierce protection. Establishing firm boundaries with your environment, media consumption, and social interactions is not an act of arrogance or isolation, but a vital necessity for long-term mastery. Surround yourself with influences that challenge your intellect, nourish your spirit, and hold you accountable to your highest aspirations. Honor your peace by removing yourself from unproductive debates and toxic dynamics that drain your vital momentum. By curating a life space that reflects your deepest values, you create a fertile sanctuary where your goals can continue to mature into tangible realities without unnecessary interference. Every deliberate choice to uphold your standards reinforces the unshakable foundation of your modern lifestyle. Your daily habits cease to feel like burdensome obligations and instead evolve into sacred rituals that celebrate your potential and honor your self-worth. You are actively redesigning your identity from the inside out, proving to yourself with each passing day that you possess the grit, focus, and vision to architect your own destiny. Trust the quiet strength expanding within your chest. Remain patient with the natural pace of your evolution, and keep moving forward with steady, purposeful steps toward the life you are meant to live. As you step deeper into this new way of existing, you will inevitably encounter moments when the old world tries to pull you back into its familiar embrace. Former habits, outdated social dynamics, and even well-meaning people from your past might question your sudden devotion to structure and self-discipline. Do not allow their confusion to destabilize your internal alignment. Growth naturally creates friction with environments designed for who you used to be, and learning to navigate that subtle friction with grace is an essential milestone in your personal transformation. When you no longer crave external validation to justify your personal choices, you unlock a profound level of emotional freedom that allows your vision to mature without unnecessary interference. Protecting your energy during this delicate transitional phase requires a gentle yet unyielding commitment to your highest standards. You do not need to engage in lengthy arguments or explain the intricate details of your self-improvement journey to those who are content standing still. Simply let your quiet consistency speak on your behalf while you preserve your mental clarity for the daily tasks that truly matter. Every time you choose your long-term peace over a short-term impulse to please others, you reinforce the sacred boundary between your past limitations and your future potential. This is not about isolating yourself from the world around you, but rather about intentionally curating an ecosystem that honors the hard work you invest into your daily evolution. There will also be days when the primary obstacle comes from within, showing up as a subtle whisper of doubt or a fleeting desire to surrender to comfortable mediocrity. On those quiet, challenging mornings when your initial enthusiasm wanes and visible progress feels painfully slow, remember that raw motivation is merely a temporary spark, whereas cultivated discipline is the abiding flame that keeps you warm through every emotional season. Trust the structure you have carefully built for yourself, even when your feelings fluctuate, because systems are designed to careward precisely when you forward, when your fleeting mood cannot. Treat yourself with genuine compassion during these temporary lulls, recognizing that restful recovery is an integral part of sustainable effort, not a sign of spiritual defeat. As you consistently honor your daily commitments, you will notice a remarkable shift in how you process time and evaluate true opportunity. The frantic urgency to achieve instant results will gradually fade, replaced by a deep, unwavering appreciation for the patient craftsmanship required to build an extraordinary life. You begin to understand that true mastery is never marked by dramatic, heroic moments alone, but by the quiet elegance of repeated daily excellence. Each deliberate choice to remain centered, focused, and true to your vision weaves another resilient thread into the fabric of your emerging identity. Stand firm in the peaceful knowing that every seed of conscious effort you plant today is silently taking root beneath the surface, preparing to bloom into a future far greater than anything you previously dared to imagine. As this quiet transformation continues to unfold within you, a profound shift takes place in how you relate to the external world. You begin to notice that the urgent desire for outside validation gradually dissolves, replaced by a deep, grounded sense of self-trust that requires no approval from the crowd. In the fast-paced rhythm of modern Vietnamese life, where societal expectations often pressure us to chase visible markers of success, choosing to walk your own authentic path is the ultimate act of courage. You start to realize that true strength does not scream for attention, but rather rests in the calm certainty of your own consistent actions. This new level of self-mastery changes your relationship with discipline itself. What once felt like a demanding struggle or a heavy obligation transforms into an intuitive expression of self-respect. Your morning routines, your focused work blocks, and your deliberate choices about energy consumption are no longer chores on a checklist. They become sacred daily rituals that honor the life you are building. You begin to treat your time as precious currency, spending it mindfully on endeavors and relationships that align with your highest aspirations. The noise of minor distractions falls away, leaving behind a clear, quiet space where your vision can expand freely. Yet, even at this advanced stage of growth, subtle tests will inevitably arise to check the depth of your commitment. When real progress becomes visible, an old, lingering voice of self-doubt might attempt to whisper that you are moving too fast or reaching too high. This is a natural threshold that every expanding soul must cross, often known as the upper limit challenge. Instead of resisting these quiet fears, learn to greet them with gentle awareness. Recognize that discomfort is merely the feeling of your comfort zone stretching to accommodate a larger, more powerful version of yourself. Living this elevated reality means aligning your inner values with every outer decision you make throughout the day. It is reflected in how calmly you respond to unexpected setbacks, how intentionally you choose your inner circle, and how deeply you nourish your physical and mental well-being. When your actions are rooted in deep self-honesty, your life becomes a living masterpiece of balance and purpose. As you carry this peaceful awareness into every room you enter, your presence naturally radiates a quiet inspiration to those around you. You become a living example of what is possible when a person dares to shed old conditioning and fully commit to their own evolution. Take a deep breath and settle into this truth, knowing that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Every conscious breath, deliberate step, and aligned decision brings you closer to the absolute mastery of your life, opening vibrant new horizons of opportunity and fulfillment that once seemed entirely out of reach for your past self. As you step into this newfound clarity, notice how the heavy friction of your past struggles begins to dissolve into gentle momentum. You are no longer operating from a place of desperation or constant self-doubt, but from a grounded foundation of quiet authority. This shift marks the transition from merely surviving your days to actively designing your reality. When you consistently honor your daily non-negotiables, the world around you naturally adjusts to mirror your elevated standards. The old habits that once held you hostage lose their magnetic pull, replaced by a deep-seated craving for clarity, purpose, and alignment. You begin to realize that true transformation was never about becoming someone entirely new, but about stripping away the layers of fear and social conditioning that masked your authentic power. Consider how powerful it feels to trust yourself completely. In a world full of noise, endless notifications, and relentless societal pressures, holding fast to your personal vision is an act of profound self-respect. It is the willingness to choose your long-term fulfillment over temporary comfort, again and again, with patience and grace. When you align your daily actions with your core values, you cultivate an unshakable sense of internal peace that external circumstances cannot easily disturb. You become the steady anchor in your own life, capable of weathering any economic shift, career pivot, or personal challenge with calm confidence. Moreover, this elevated mindset changes how you view mistakes and temporary setbacks. Instead of allowing minor stumbles to spiral into emotional defeat, you learn to view every challenge as valuable data. Obstacles are no longer proof that you are failing. They are simply invitations to refine your strategy, strengthen your focus, and sharpen your character. This mental reframing frees you from the exhausting cycle of perfectionism. You give yourself permission to be a continuous work in progress, celebrating small victories while keeping your eyes fixed on the grand horizon. Every time you pick yourself back up after a difficult day, your self-trust deepens, building a resilient psychological armor that makes you virtually unstoppable. Now take a moment to look ahead at the future you are intentionally building. Imagine waking up every single morning with genuine excitement, knowing that your time, energy, and talents are directed toward endeavors that truly matter to you. This is not a fantasy reserved for a lucky few. It is the tangible result of deliberate daily choices compounded over time. By taking ownership of your mindset today, you are laying down the foundation for sustainable freedom, financial independence, and profound emotional harmony. Keep walking this path with patience, pride, and unwavering conviction, knowing that the seeds of effort you plant today will bloom into an extraordinary life tomorrow. As you step forward into this newly version of yourself, it is essential to prepare for the quiet moments when progress feels invisible. Transformation rarely occurs in a linear surge. More often, it unfolds in subtle, silent shifts beneath the surface, long before the visible world reflects your internal growth. During these seasonal plateaus, many people mistakenly believe that their efforts have stalled, surrendering to doubt just as their deepest breakthroughs are taking root. True mental mastery lies in recognizing that silence is not absence, and stillness is not stagnation. It is in these quiet spaces that your character is secretly tested and refined, demanding a quiet faith in the unseen momentum you build each day. When you face unexpected friction or temporary detours on your journey, avoid the temptation to view them as signs of failure or cosmic punishment. Instead, reframe every obstacle as a necessary recalibration designed to strengthen your emotional armor and sharpen your discernment. Life often strips away comfortable distractions to reveal the core strength you never knew you possessed. When a plan falls apart or an opportunity slips away, take a deep breath and remind yourself that an open hand receives far more than a clenched fist. Accepting temporary setbacks with calm composure allows you to preserve your mental energy for constructive action rather than wasting it on futile resistance. To sustain your motivation over decades, rather than weeks, you must learn to balance your internal fire with deep emotional calmness. High ambition without inner peace leads inevitably to burnout, while peace without ambition can drift into passive complacency. True mastery is the art of holding these two forces in perfect equilibrium, striving relentlessly for excellence while remaining completely unattached to immediate praise or instant results. Cultivate a daily practice of mental quietness, whether through morning solitude, mindful breathing, or simple reflection away from digital noise. Guarding your mind against unnecessary clutter ensures that your daily decisions remain sharp, intentional, and aligned with your highest purpose. Remember that you are not merely building a successful career or acquiring material security. You are cultivating a resilient soul capable of navigating whatever storms the future may bring. Every courageous choice you make, every temptation you resist, and every moment you choose discipline over quick gratification adds an unshakable pillar to your personal sovereignty. Trust the rhythm of your own evolution, knowing that real strength is quiet, authentic, and enduring. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone else, nor do you need to hurry through the necessary stages of your development. Stand firm in your purpose, cherish the humble beauty of daily practice, and let your quiet consistency speak louder than any words ever could. As you honor this inner sanctuary, you will begin to notice how effortlessly your external reality begins to shift. People around you will sense your grounded presence, drawn to the quiet confidence of someone who no longer seeks external validation. This profound shift is where true leadership begins, not from a desire to dominate, but from an overwhelming capacity to inspire through authentic living. Hold on to this clarity as we prepare to elevate your journey even further. Elevating your journey requires translating this quiet confidence into sacred daily habits that shield your focus from the chaotic noise of the modern world. True mastery is never built in public arenas under flashing lights. It is forged in the private, early morning hours when nobody is watching and no applause is guaranteed. When you align your daily schedule with your deepest values, every action becomes a silent vote for the person you are choosing to become. You begin to understand that discipline is not a self-imposed prison, but the ultimate expression of self-love and personal freedom. It is the boundary you draw between who you used to be and the magnificent reality you are actively constructing. As you walk this path, expect the ghost of your past self to occasionally whisper doubts into your ear, tempting you to slip back into familiar patterns of comfort and mediocrity. Resistance is a natural law of growth, appearing precisely at the threshold of every major breakthrough. Instead of fearing these moments of internal friction, welcome them as spiritual resistance training designed to solidify your mental fortitude. When a temporary setback strikes, a master of mindset does not panic or spiral into self-criticism. Instead, you step back, observe the situation with calm curiosity, extract the hidden wisdom, and recalibrate your trajectory with absolute poise. To maintain this high level of momentum, you must become a fierce guardian of your energy and focus. Your time and mental bandwidth are your most sacred assets, yet so many people give them away freely to digital distractions, superficial drama, and empty promises. Mastering your future demands that you learn the high art of saying a graceful yet firm no to anything that fails to align with your highest purpose. Surround yourself with environments, thoughts, and individuals that elevate your frequency and challenge you to think bigger. When you honor your environment will honor your vision, amplifying your capacity to manifest extraordinary results with effortless grace. Remember that true lifestyle transformation is a marathon of consistency, not a frantic sprint of erratic effort. Be patient with your unfolding evolution, balancing unyielding ambition with deep self-compassion. Every single day presents a fresh canvas, a sacred invitation to practice living from your core truth rather than your conditioning. As these new neural pathways strengthen, you will notice that hard tasks feel increasingly natural. decisions become crystal clear, and your alignment radiates outward, touching every life you encounter. You are no longer merely surviving your circumstances. You are intentionally orchestrating a life of profound meaning, abundance, and lasting impact. Now, as we stand on the threshold of completing this transformation, take a deep breath and feel the immense power resting inside your chest. The blueprint is clear, the commitment is locked in, and the momentum you have generated is becoming an unstoppable force that will carry you into your final breakthrough. Every small decision you make from this moment onward is a sacred brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny. You are no longer bound by old doubts, procrastination, or the fear of stepping into the unknown. When you wake up each morning, align your thoughts with your ultimate purpose, knowing that self-discipline is the highest form of self-love you can offer yourself as you walk through life with unshakable clarity and focus. Remember that setbacks are merely hidden blessings designed to refine your character, strengthen your resilience, and sharpen your vision. True transformation happens quietly in the moments when nobody is watching, in the conscious choice to keep pushing forward when fatigue whispers to give up. By mastering your mindset, you master your energy, your time, and ultimately your legacy. Surround yourself with purpose, hold fast to your core values, and allow your daily habits to reflect the greatness you are destined to achieve. You have unlocked the secret to self-mastery, and now the entire world will begin to reflect the powerful shift that has taken place within your heart and mind. Remember that consistency is the secret bridge between your dreams and your reality. On days when motivation wanes, let your deep-seated commitment carry you forward. Every action you take in alignment with your vision builds an unbreakable foundation of confidence and self-respect. Embrace every challenge as an opportunity to prove your dedication, and let your inner strength light up the path for others seeking transformation. Stand tall, trust your journey, and step confidently into this brilliant new chapter of your life. The future does not belong to those who wait for permission, but to those who possess the courage to design their own path with unwavering faith and consistency. As you move forward, let your journey serve as a beacon of inspiration for everyone around you, proving that true freedom begins with a conquered mind and a devoted heart. May divine wisdom guide your steps, surround you with inner peace, and open doors of infinite opportunity wherever your purpose leads you. If this sacred space brings warmth to your soul, please subscribe to our channel for daily spiritual encouragement and life-changing motivation. Together, we are building a vibrant community dedicated to continuous personal growth, high vibrational living, and divine fulfillment. Keep nourishing your mind with empowering truths, surrounding yourself with positivity, and taking bold daily action toward your highest aspirations. Your journey is just beginning, and the best chapters of your life are waiting to be written with confidence, abundance, and ultimate joy. Thank you for sharing your precious time and heart with us throughout this incredible journey of self-discovery, discipline, and mind transformation. May your days be filled with endless grace, boundless clarity, unwavering health, and total peace as you step boldly into your full potential. Never forget that you hold the key to your own destiny, and divine alignment is constantly working behind the scenes on your behalf. Type Amen in the comments below to claim this divine peace and share it with someone who needs comfort today.